Hello, everyone. So I'm back with a new topic today, which is group by. So group by is basically one of the important function which we mostly apply for each and every data set. Whenever it's related to get the summary of your data, and we have to group it in a particular manner. So we required to do some basically grouping, and which is based on pandas group by function. Although we have some other functions as well, for example the pivot table, that is also to summarize our data set as per your requirement, and we do have let's say cross tabulation as well, and we basically use group by as well for that purpose. So group by, basically, let's say you have for example a data set in which there is one column. Under that column there are multiple unique records, and then we have another column with multiple unique records, and in case you want to group that data based on the occurrences, that we do have correspondence to each and every column. So we basically deal in that situation uh, with a group by function. So in a very layman term, if you talk about, it makes basically the management of data sets, so that you can put all the related records for each and every group all together, and we can get the summary of that. So just to give you a clear picture, let's take an example so that you guys can understand it better rather than going through with the theory stuff and all. So I have created a sample data for that purpose. So this is the data, and this basically that data is basically having some information about any employee, let's say, with the age, city, and the number of hours they basically worked for. And I do have information of product as well in this data set. So basically that four columns we have created: the employee, city, product, and hours, and I have put it some random data into that. So let me run it, and then we'll be uh, talking about that how we can use the grouping of the data. For example, here this is the data set. Let's say I just need to learn how to apply group by for that purpose. So I just want to arrange my records, similar records, where I can count the sum of hours and product for each and every employee, let's say. So sorry guys. So let's say I'm going to group it based on the employee column, and then I do calculate the sum correspondence to the two numeric column, which is product and hours. So the syntax would be, the name of the data frame is df, right? Right. So I'm going to apply group by here, so which is this, that is a function. And for which column we are going to apply it? We are going to apply it for employee. So let me write it. E is in caps, guys, here. Right. So that's a column for which I want to apply it, and I need a sum for the numeric columns. So by default, it will pick the numeric columns only, because we cannot calculate the sum of city, obviously, because that's a categorical data. So we can see that it has grouped all the employee with the sum of their product, the total number of product they sell out, or the number of hours they work. And have you noticed one thing, that in that data set, we were having two occurrences for Charles. One is for London, one is for Philadelphia. So it was not specifically for city, but it has basically some all the products which Charles worked for. So the number of product was 24 and 40. So if you see the count of Charles, that is 64 here. And have you noticed one thing? The employee, the column for which we have applied group by, that is alphabetically sorted. So you see that it is sorted in alphabetical order. First B, then C, then D, and so on. So this is how we can basically, in a very layman term, apply a group by function on this. For example, you want to group it for a city, and let's say you need a count for this. Let me write it. What basically we are writing, I mean, we are doing count how many employee are from same city, let's say. Right. So to do this, first will write the group by function, and now group by will be on city. So df dot group by, and that is a syntax, and we can write the city here, and this basically C is in caps, right? And what we want to do, we want to basically count the number of the number of employee, or you can say the product for that. So we can write count for that. That is a function, and you notice that we got it the total number of employee for a particular city, and the products and the hours, right? So basically we did it. So we can apply group by something like this. For example, that was basically for one uh, now let's say we want to use it for two columns. We want a grouping for two columns altogether. One is the employee correspondence to the number of hours a particular employee works, so the sum I needed for that. So how I'll be doing that? Df dot group by, and in group by function I'll first pass the employee, right? And then I'll pass correspondence to hours, right? H is in caps, right? And then I need a sum of the total number of hours they work for. So you see that for each and every employee we can get the sum of the number of hours they work. Let's say if you want to reset the index, so let me copy and paste this code, and I'll showcase you that how reset change the representation of our data. Let's say reset underscore index. So group by basically create an index of that column for which we are grouping the data. So that data is grouped to for the employee column. So employee column is the index column now, but in case you want to reset the index, you can do that part as well. And it is alphabetically sorted for employee column, but let's say we want to sort that based on the values that we do have for hours, so we can do that as well. Sort based on hours value, let's say. So how we are gonna do it? Let me copy and paste the code so that I can change accordingly. So we'll group it based on employee, then hours, then sum, the reset index, and then we can write a sort underscore values function. I hope you remember that function. And how we want to do a sorting, we have to mention that in a by keyword. Yes, that is ours. So let me run it. You see that data is sorted now as per the hours value. So that is an increasing order. And if you want to do it for decreasing, you can use ascending equals to false for that purpose. So that was just some basic examples of the group by. Let me take some more example. For example, let's say you want to calculate the average for hours and product for each and every employee. So the first thing is to group a data based on the employee column, and here it is, right? And then we'll be calculating the mean, so that we can get the value of, and you know that it will give you the mean of numeric columns only, because we cannot calculate the average for city. And you can do reset index here as well, so that employee will be a column, and we can utilize it further as per our requirement. So here it is. So now we can see the average number of product for each and every employee, and the number of hours as well, right? So you can check it out. And let's say now these are some basic examples. So further in our next class, what we are going to do, we'll be taking this data set, and here we have 5 columns: the user ID, age, gender, occupation, and zip code. And then we are going to group that data based on the gender, based on a particular age or particular occupation, so that we can